if you're running or starting an AI automation agency, I need you to stop right now with that whole business and watch this video, because otherwise you'll just spend years wasting your time and you're potentially leaving so much money on the table that could all be in your bank account. So watch this, because it will be crucial to your future and your future children. It's really simple. The guys who are telling you to learn Make.com, Synthflow, ArcAds, Zapier, whatever tool it is, they're keeping you stuck. And if right now you're probably paying for like $100 school subscription or something like that to get a course about how to build automations and workflows, you're basically being scammed. Why? Because this is not what drives profit in a business. As a business, there's only one real goal, which is money in. Money in is very simple. Attention, conversion. If you have that, you're golden, because money can take care of all the rest. If I don't have skills in terms of AI automation, I can fill that up. I can buy that. If I don't have skills in, let's say, Zapier, I can buy that. If I don't know how to acquire a client, I cannot buy that, because the alpha for buying a client is higher than getting the client. So it will be unprofitable. If I don't know how to sign an 8K retainer and I get somebody else and I say, hey, you understand how to get 8K retainers, please get the 8K retainer. Why wouldn't they just then get the 8K retainer, go hire somebody for a couple $100 and then just profit like $7,000? So if you're right now in some kind of, community or watching all these videos about learning AI and workflows, you're basically training yourself to be an employee, because look at the people you're learning from. How are they making the money? Are they making money from the workflows? No, they're making money from selling you the workflows. They're basically taking advantage of your ignorance. The ignorance being you don't know what you don't know. So I know, right? In order to run a good business, you need two things. You need clients and you need to fulfill these clients. But if you don't got clients, it doesn't matter what you fulfill, because you don't got clients, so there's nothing to fulfill. And these people go, okay, this person wants to make money. They want to make money with AI because they know AI is the hot thing. Now, one of their first questions is, what should I sell? Right? That's like every beginner makes the same mistake, right? Instead of thinking, who do I sell and how do I sell it? They go, what should I sell? Well, AI automation workflows. And then the next logical conclusion in their brain is, I don't know how to automate. I don't know how to make a workflow. What workflows should I sell? Oh, well, here's the workflows you can sell, but I don't know how to build them. Well, here, I can show you how to build them. And then they get sold into the idea of learning how to automate. If you're a real business owner, right? Or clients, first thing that they get is client acquisition. How do you get a client? How do you get somebody to pay you 5, 10, 15, 20, 30K? Then let's look at how do we fulfill that. Because up until the point that you're able to get a client, fulfillment doesn't really mean anything. So what's going to happen if you learn AI automation as the primary skill and as the primary driver for your business? You're just going to be stuck, because AI is evolving at a faster speed than any human, right? We cannot outcompete AI because it's running 24/7. I have to sleep. I have a life to live. AI doesn't. AI can just iterate. So if I spend all my time learning AI automations, 6 months from now, there will be a website with a button, and I can click that button, and that whole workflow that I learned to build in 20 hours will now just be done in 1 second. So now all the time I spent learning that thing, which was 6 months, is now just basically garbage. The ROI on me spending all that time is now 0. And I still didn't get a client. Now we have opportunity cost, which is the most important thing for a business owner to understand. Opportunity cost, what means, what does it cost me to not do this? So not only did you lose time and is your skill that you trained worthless, you also didn't spend that time finding out how to acquire a client. In those 6 months, we help our clients literally go from making $0 a month to making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, knowing exactly how to acquire clients and doing so on a consistent basis. What is the ROI of in the first or the second month already making $10,000? Now our clients hire people, they work for them, which creates leverage. Now they buy their time back with the money that they're making from signing clients. That allows them to have more time to spend on whatever they feel like, whether they want to improve their business, they want to live more of a fun life, they want to travel the world, doesn't really matter. Point is that they get the leverage on time and they get the leverage on now having a stable income. So the AI automation guy is just never going to win. And it's super sad to see, right? I don't like to see people losing. I don't like to see people being misled. because I genuinely hate it. Like the biggest thing I hated, like as a kid, is that I was in school at like 8 years old. I was already asking myself, how does this make sense? What we are learning, how will that make me money? Like the first subject that I really hated as a kid was history. Now I understand like today, right? History has some value. Cycles repeat, seasons. There's different cycles over, eras that repeat itself. And if you understand those cycles, you can make money from that. If you learn how to read market history, stocks and stuff, that makes sense, right? If you know why empires rose and fell, you understand power dynamics, but it's not a directly translatable money skill. Imagine they gave you client acquisition in elementary school. It would just be normal. The fact that nobody's able to sign clients is actually quite weird if you think about it. But it's just because that was not something that was given to you at an early age. So now it seems to take a lot of brain power for some people to get that thing. It's like learning a new language. But if you don't learn it, you'll stay broke. So you have no other option, right? There's literally no other option than to get client acquisition. Because if you don't have a client acquisition system, when you don't have a good funnel, when you don't have a good conversion mechanism, you'll just suffer endlessly from trying to chase skills that will in 6 months or 1 year or 2 years no longer matter because technology changes and everything. So we don't want to position ourselves learning skills in fields that will change every single day, every single week, every single month. We want to position our skills in fields that never change. No matter how good AI gets, no matter how many jobs AI replaces, the thing that will never change is that people will buy stuff from other people. We will always need to exchange value with each other, no matter what happens in this world. Whether it's information, whether it's energy, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's some kind of service. So you position yourself in a field that will never change. So you'll make money regardless, and it will compound because as the years goes on, you get better and better and better and better and better at value exchange. But not if you learn a skill that changes every month or every season or every 5 years. Now you're just catching up. Oh, you learned C++. Well, that's great. Now we got Python. I don't know. Like I don't know much about programming, but the point is like you learn something, but 10 years from now, nobody uses that anymore. 99% of skills have a lifespan, but a tiny percent of skills is permanent because it's built on the foundations of value exchange. It's built on the foundations of how we communicate with each other. And when you build those skills, you can never, ever go out of business. So whatever invention gets made, we'll just move on to the next thing and sell that thing. And that's how you stay in the loop forever. That's how you become somebody like Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger. You get to be richer and richer and richer every year, and nobody can really bring you out of business because you are business, right? Like when you show up, money gets made. That's just the simple truth. And that's how we achieve insane results with our clients. It's just understanding conversion, clients, how to fulfill those clients, how to make clients happy. It's extremely important that you have a really great onboarding process, that as soon as somebody joins you, whether it's you're done for you or done with you or do it yourself, that they have an extremely good experience in the first 24 hours so that they'll feel even more excited. So this immediately sets the tone for the business owner to client relationship. And business is relationships, right? When you're able to foster and nurture relationships and you're able to create an extremely sophisticated experience for the user, for the consumer, for the client, for your partner, they will stay with you. And this is what we see, right? People stay with us for like years because they understand the value. They see like these guys are like my guys, right? They're like, if I just stay with them, I will grow in all areas. Like we have people from our AI GPT, right? So this is crazy. So I built this AI GPT called Coach Flows, and it's a hyperbolic time chamber for self-transformation. I've never seen anything like it. It's the best version of GPT I've seen today. And all my clients tell me, I don't even use regular Chat GPT anymore. I just use Coach Flows. That's it. Because they understand how valuable it is. They've never seen anything like it. And so they're able to achieve transformation faster than anybody else in the space. And not only that, it helps with client acquisition, but I also had my own clients tell me that they used it to get on dates, right? So my clients are actually fixing their business. They're fixing their own life, their own mind. They're not overthinking. They're not hesitating. They're not doubting. They know exactly what to do every day because they got an insane accountability and self-development partner, which is AI. So they get to be completely transparent. Right? If you have a coach, there's maybe some things you don't want to say, right? Maybe some very intimate things about your relationship or about yourself that you might not want to share. It's just normal, right? Same if you have a therapist or something. But with AI, you can just be unfiltered. You can say everything you want, and then you get such an insane response back that it's just infinite clarity that you never get by yourself. Because first of all, like I said, you cannot tell it to everyone, right? So some things you would keep for yourself, and it's those things, those are your darkest, most secret things. That is where the most growth is. But you're not able to share that. But with AI, you can. And that's exactly why I built that GPT. So they're making more sales. They're getting dates, right? They're fixing their relationship. They're fixing their mind. I've had my clients tell me like, hey, I was struggling with this thing that was kind of, I don't want to say, specifically the word because I don't want my channel to get into the algorithm of that search term. But, certain things that men struggle with usually in terms of addictions. And he'd say like, bro, I completely beat it. Like I completely beat it just using the GPT. Because I just spoke with it about it, and then we went so deep into like why that was the case, and then we just untangled this weird thing that I had in my mind about it. And once that was gone, it was no longer like I didn't feel it anymore. Like there was no urge for me to do it anymore. Now, I think most of you will know what I'm talking about when I say this. So AI is progressing at an insane speed. The main message of this video is position yourself well. Position yourself so that you will have success regardless and until the day you pass away, right? So you can create generational wealth for yourself, for your children, for your children's children. The people who are profiting with AI right now and the people who are going to be profiting from AI in the foreseeable future are the operators, the ones who understand how do I turn this into money, not the people who understand how do I build AI or how do I program this thing. Now, obviously, you could say, oh, well, but what about Sam Altman, who created ChatGPT? Obviously, there's people who are going to build AI solutions, and they're the coders, they're the programmers or the creators of the solutions who are going to make a lot of money. But that's not the easy path, and it's also not common. Realistically, how many AI solutions are you now using in your life? Most people I know, the only thing they use is ChatGPT. ChatGPT, OpenAI, who's the business owner? Well, one guy. So that's one. But I know so many people, right? I can name so many people who are making money selling AI, not per se being an AI automation mechanic or expert. They don't know how to program. They maybe know some no-code tools, but right, those are the people that make money. And I know so many people who are making money, leveraging AI and the opportunity of AI or just AI by selling AI, but then having other people implement it, like developers and those kind of people. And this is how it's extremely easy to get rich off the AI wave, by positioning yourself correctly so that you're unbeatable and you make money regardless. Now, if you want to know exactly how we help our clients do this exact same thing, and you want to build a business or grow or scale your business to 10, 20, 30, 50, or even 100K per month, go to the description. There's a link. Do yourself a favor, book a call, and we'll make an exact game plan for you to start leveraging AI, to start leveraging the opportunities that are right in front of your face that you're probably not really taking advantage of right now. And we help you pick up the easy pieces. And we also help you get clear on the exact road and path that is the most viable for you, that is the best for you, so you can make the most out of your life and make the most amount of money in 2025 and the years beyond. So go book that call right now and see you on the next one.